Hello everyone, I'm Jane, and today is our last update about our Shipaton project. And this is the last one before the final submission because there's only 2 days left and we are still working on it. Because a lot happened this week, things that we did not expect, so we had to do more. And those are what we would like to share with you. The first is a story, a learning about how we realize that we have been targeting the wrong audience. And the second is the tools that we use to solve this problem. And the third is actually related to one of the tools. So actually we use telemetry data to collect user behavior to help us understand okay, so what are the user doing with our app? Which are the functionality that they actually like? And then we are also using OneSignal to send push notification because we want to be more proactive to push user to do more with our app. So we believe they can eventually lead us with more data. And with OneSignal, you can define something called Journey, which is like a set of notification that will be triggered in order, and it will happen automatically when user meets some criteria. So we spent some time to figure out how we can utilize this tool. And in the end, we were both quite happy with how we designed it. Even though it's not on the App Store yet, so we haven't got any data, but we were really happy about the decision that we made. And we think the concept that we have for this notification design, the design itself, we think it's good. So we would like to share with you. Let's start with the story. Last weekend, we released this app in our internal test flight group, which is like our closest friend. And we were excited to hear their positive feedback. But that didn't happen. They were like, what's the value in this app? I don't understand. They don't understand us. So in case you haven't know what is our app called Friendly is a place for you to log all your friendship highlights and notes. So it's like you can write all the information, the details about your friends so you will never forget about them. Yeah, so it goes into really detail, like their past name, their coffee order, their food preference, if they have any kind of allergy. And we think that's super thoughtful and cute, where it's super cute. We think our friend would have understand. But they don't. Almost all of them ask me the same question, like, why do I need to log my best friend's details? I can remember them, so why do I need to take this effort to do it? Pew. Actually, I don't have an answer. I think they are 100% right. I think the only reason we are logging this so happily is because they are our app. We think it's super cute. Yeah, so we realize the people that we are targeting, we are actually not solving them any problem. We are just presenting them a cute thing. Right? And the whole app right now, and not right now, but like at last weekend was like the whole text, the copy was about, add your best friend, remember your best friend's details. But actually this problem just never exists in the first place. So we sadly realize it, but there are a small tiny group of people that see values in our app. Is the two friends that are sales. They were like, I can use the app to log my client's information, and I can use the timeline system to just quickly make notes so I will know what happened when we last check in. Yeah, so we realized, that's a valid market there and is solving a business problem. So I think this group of audience, they would pay actually. Right, so we start to rethink about, okay, what is this app's problem actually trying to solve and who will benefit from it? Then we identify 2 groups of people. First is students, because students, they have so many classmates, so many friends, and we believe most of the students want to stay close with all of the classmates that have met. At least that's when I was a student. I would want to remember everything about all the people that I have met. I want to remember their birthday, their MBTI, everything. At the time, yeah, I think that I want to show everyone I am their true friend. I care about them. But now I don't. Actually, now when I use my app, I just quickly add a few people. I'm like, who else can I add? But still, I can see a marketing there with the student group. And the other one is those for the professional use. So one is the obvious one with my friends who's a sales. They have those clients that they might want to log. But I think it's not only for them. I think in our professional life, we will all meet different kinds of people, and we might think in that future, maybe these people can provide me a good opportunity. So I want to maintain a good relationship with them, or at least I want to leave a good impression whenever I see them. So I think that's when this app friendly can be helpful. Like if I had this app when I went to a meetup or a conference, I would really think it's helpful. I can just log all the things that I learned on the day itself. And then next time when I see them again, I just need to quickly find it in this app. And I will remember, all right, you were working on that project. And I can be super cool to go to talk to you about, ask you about, hey, what happened to that project? Right? That would be someone that I would like to become. Yeah, but right now I'm just always struggle like, oh my gosh, cannot even remember the name. Or even if I remember the name, I don't know how to pronounce them. Too many problems for this one. So with that, we think we really need to change how the app is talking to the user right now. We need to stop talking about that, oh, you need to log all your best friend's information here. No, we want to guide them to write about their weak connections. So we start to changing the wording, but then we also quickly realize, the way that I would talk to the students and the professionals are quite different. And also the UI they may need can be quite different too. So what do? And this time, we just don't want to make any subjective decision anymore. So we decide, okay, we will just launch the app as how it is right now. We will change the tags. We will change the tags for sure. And beside that, what we will do first is actually to implement something to collect the user's behavior. We want to classify this two groups of people, and then we see who is interacting more with our app, who enjoy our app more, and also what feature they are using. So that's the change I made to the app itself this week. First is during onboarding, users will be asked about, what's your main purpose of using the app? So there will be this friendship one and the professional one. And then based on their decision, we will start to sending them different notifications, and also the wording they see in the app is a little bit different. And we were collecting which feature that they use the most, how many profiles that they added, and we use telemetry DAG to collect all this information. And I must say it's really, really easy to use. It takes just 2 or 3 lines of code to put it in your app, and then it will just automatically start collecting the basic information, which are also quite important, like how many times has this user has they used your app, and how long does this user retain, like has it passed to day 7, has it passed to day 30? So when I saw the dashboard, I can already see the value of it. And then I just feel more motivated to add more things that I wanted to log. So now I'm sending signals everywhere. I want to know what my users are doing. And then we also think, we probably need to be more proactive. Because this app, I feel like it has this chicken and egg problem. It's like, before you find a value, you must log enough data. It's those data that lead you to those values. So we need to find a way to kind of push user to go, trust me, as long as you follow my order to just keep logging, then you will see a better future. So how can we talk to them? That's why we decide, okay, we will send them push notification. And that leads to the third part that I want to share with you guys is this OneSignal feature that's called Journey. So OneSignal itself provide push notification, which is, I think, is just the same as Firebase. And the reason we chose them at the first place is just because they provide free 3 months usage for a Shipaton participant. And then when we starting to using it, we realize, oh, there is this feature called Journey, which is like you can set up a set of notification that will happen in order. And then this journey will just automatically be triggered whenever some user and fits the criteria that you set. Okay, I decided it would be easier to just show you. So here I'm at my dashboard and this is one of our journey. And you can see this, it looks like a flowchart. And this path is what I talk about, a set of notification that the user have to go through in order. So let me zoom in. So here we have all the freemium user coming here and excluded a usage limit reach group of users. I will talk about this shortly. So let's first just went through this journey so you have an idea of what this is. And then we will see if they have created their first profile. If they haven't, then we will just send them some notification to encourage them to finish their first profile. And if they have finished, then we will see what was their initial intent of using our app. So if their initial intent is to have better friendship, then they will go to this route and receive this push notification, which is log your friend's food preference to show you genuinely care. Yes, I feel so shy to say this. And then if they had choose the professional route, they will get this log dining preference for future arrangements. Yeah, it's all about food, I don't know why. But you get the idea. We will send them personalized messages here. And then we select some specific date that we think is a good timing to log. So for friendship, we assume that they may hang out with their friend in the weekend. So maybe after that, they can log what happened. So on Monday, Saturday, and Sunday, they will receive, got any weekend memories? Log your new discovery before it slips away. I think that's a good one. And for the other group, the professional group, we assume that they will meet new clients or something in the weekday, so we will send this message on Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday. So they will receive new connection this week. Update the detail while they are fresh. Yeah, we are keeping using this fresh before it slips away because we want them to act right away. Then we will just exit. It looks really short, right? But this route can be re-entry. So every 7 days, they will come back here again and repeat to receiving those notifications. I really like this automation. And now you have an idea about what is a journey. It's time to share our learning, the part that I'm most excited to share. So let me go back to this journey. So you can see we have this 3 type of journey. And I want to tell you why we define those 3 type of journey. But before that, story time first. Initially, when we start planning this, we went to study about how to get user engaged. So we learned about some hook system and a lot of different things. And then our initial strategy was like, we will create journey based on time. So we will be like, okay, week 1 is all about onboarding, and week 2, we will introduce another feature. And week 3, we will tell you the benefit of having a lot of week connection, things like those. So it's like week based. But then when we were trying to implement it here, we realized with our plan, we can only have 3 journey. It's really not a lot. But yeah, we don't want to pay more, so we need to figure out, okay, what can we do with the 3? And then in the end, we came up with this, which I think is much more better than the initial one that we wanted to treat. We wanted to plan it as week 1, week 2, week 3, because it was time-based. But actually everyone have different speed. You don't know which stage they are. You cannot assume like, okay, on day 20, they will have 10 profile created. Doesn't make any sense, right? So we changed our mindset. We were like, okay, what is this journey for? Where do we want to lead this user to after this journey? That's why we have this gate engage journey that is repeated, because we want to lead them to see the paywall. So our freemium user, they can have maximum 5 profile, and in each profile, they can have maximum 20 photos. Once they reach the limit and they try to add something more, the paywall will be triggered. And that's what we want to do with engaged journey. We want the user to come back and log more and eventually see the paywall. And hopefully when they see the paywall, they will pay. But if they don't, they will be moved to this usage limit reached push. Because we don't think it makes sense to continue to tell them to, hey, come back to add more when they just literally cannot. So here, after they see the paywall and they did not convert, they will come here and we will wait for a date. And they, based on their initial intent, once again, send them different message. So like for this professional one, we will say, unlock your professional capacity, upgrade to premium less than 10 cents a day for non-stop growth. Yep, I feel embarrassed saying those, but you get the idea. So this is the moment that we can send them those message to tell them, hey, it's really good for you to upgrade. I'm really not good at being a sales. And then we will wait for another 2 weeks. And then I really like this part. This is where we will see if they are still not convert, but they are still actively using the app. Then I think I really want to learn about why. Like, they must see some value in this app, but maybe it's too pricey for them or something. I will want to learn. Also, it's actually a good timing to send them some promotion, but right now I'm more interested in having feedback. So here, if they are those highly engaged but non-subscribed user, I will send them this push notification that is, to our best users, share your feedback and get 1 month premium free. I feel like this is really nice. If I were a user, I would want this. Yeah, so that's how we design this usage limit reach push. Yeah, bad naming, so difficult to say. So now I think you get the idea. So this journey is to push user to pay, right? So the end game of this journey is pay. And once they pay, meaning they are premium user, they come to this loyalty journey. So for the loyalty journey, we feel like it's where we give them all this emotional support to tell them, yes, you are making the right decision. Just like all those messages you will get from Duolingo. So we will have those day 1 message like, oh, welcome to your premium day 1. You are ready to become a better friend, something like those. And also to remind them, hey, you are a premium user now, so you should use your superpower now. That's also because we want them to come back and do more, and eventually they just cannot live. Yeah, I think we probably can do more with this one, but we don't have better idea right now. But still, I think the way that we design those 3 journey is really good. I feel like it's really intentional. Each one have their purpose and they complement each other. So I'm just really happy with it and I want to share it with you guys. Okay, now you know what happened to our app. There were just so many things that we think we must add it before we launch. So we actually just submitted tonight, and today here in Taiwan is Sunday night, so I think we still have 3 days or 2.5 days. Hopefully we were made it in time. But I also think those was the right decision. I'm really glad that we realized, oh, we were targeting the wrong audience before we launch, and then we have prepared all this tool to collect the data that we would need later to help us make better decision. So overall, I feel quite happy with what happened this week, and I'm looking forward to see the real data and understand how does our users look like. Is it like how we expected? So I think that's what I want to share in this video. I hope you enjoy it and I hope you learn something. If you have any suggestion, whether it's about the app or it's about how we implement the notification, please leave a comment and let us know. Thank you for watching the video and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!